Hello, Robloxians, and welcome to Bloxy News, your one-stop place for Roblox news, drama, and more. Alright, in today's video, I'm going to be going over the Ready Player One event that has been going on and is just about to end. So, over the past month, Roblox has been doing an event like no other in partner with the Ready Player One movie. Now, this event consisted of 3 different keys, the copper, the jade, and the crystal key that you guys had to find, scattered out amongst 3 different Roblox games, and then one grand prize that went out to one person, the Dominus Venari. So the first key, which was the copper key, was in Jailbreak. Now, when the RPO event started, many people had the assumption that Jailbreak would either be the second or the third key in the event. And they were, of course, wrong. Now, this is probably one of the harder or not so good keys to find because of how RNG or how random it was. Like, for example, crashing across to the side of a wall is very random and would have been very difficult if there wasn't a key on the ground pointing to exactly where you needed to go. Other than that, it was pretty easy to do besides, of course, the well-known extremely glitchy terrain. Luckily, if you could find an empty server or happen to have a VIP server, it would run smoothly and you'd be able to rob it. So, the first person to find the copper key was a user by the name of Jace Wolf, who was also a YouTuber, which earned himself the copper crown of gold. And then, of course, the next wave of people earned themselves the copper crown of silver. And then the final wave of people to complete the jailbreak mission earned themselves the copper crown of bronze. The second key, which was the jade key, was found in Phantom Forces. Now, this one was much easier to do than the jailbreak one, but of course, it had to have at least one problem or so. Now that was the vending machine 5x5 puzzle, in which you had to keep shooting all of the tiles on the vending machine until they all turned gray, or from white to gray. Now the problem with this was that other users who weren't trying to get the key kept coming and shooting everybody, or killing everybody that was trying to solve the puzzle. Now luckily to solve that problem, Roblox nerfed it like they do with all the other keys, and made it so that VIP servers were now allowed, which made it easier to actually solve the puzzle since no one was interfering or trying to kill you. So the first person to find the jade key was a user by the name of Maplestick. You might know him for his famous Roblox renders, which earned himself the jade crown of gold. Then the next wave of people, of course, earned themselves the jade crown of silver, and then the final wave earned themselves the jade crown of bronze. And there's a fly in my room, get out of here. Shoot, shoot. And then the final and the third key, which was the crystal key, was found in a newer game that the people on Roblox loved and always played on their streams, Hexaria. Now Hexaria was a bit different from the other two because Hexaria actually had references back to the Ready Player One book and the movie. While Jailbreak and Phantom Forces didn't really have as much references as they should have had. Now, I wouldn't say there were many issues or problems with this particular game, unless you don't know Morse code, which is needed for that flashing light puzzle. But luckily, you could just look up a Morse code translator or use the guide Roblox later put into the game to help translate it for you. So, the first person to find the crystal key in Hexaria was a user by the name of Sandfall123. Then of course, the next 7 people earned themselves the crystal crown of silver, and then the final people earned themselves the crystal crown of bronze. And then the final and the grand prize, the Dominus Venari, was found in the 2018 egg hunt. Now, this was not expected because Roblox specifically said that the egg hunt and the Ready Player One event were 2 totally separate events that were not linked to each other whatsoever. So, either the people on Roblox who said that completely forgot about the grand prize of the egg hunt, or, this is probably the most likely reason, they just said that to throw us off from not looking at the egg hunt. But, of course, that didn't stop anyone from actually looking at the egg hunt. Now, of course, this is probably the hardest of them all gameplay-wise, which is expected from a game that gives you a flippin' Dominus. But anyways, getting the Dominus required you to find 6 different fragments located all around the different worlds of the 2018 egg hunt, which unlocked a gate to a chest that consisted of a stained glass egg, which had a hexagon with a keyhole in it. Now, in one of the clues, it mentioned that you needed to wear a disguise to get the prize. That disguise was, of course, the stained glass egg. Now, once you put that hat on, you were required to complete a pretty intense obby, and once you reached the end, you had to answer some questions related to Ready Player One, and some questions related to Roblox. If you answer all the questions correctly within the time limit, which I believe was 1 minute, but is now raised to 3 minutes, you would get teleported to a new map, the World 8, which is called the Office of Creators, where you'd get into an elevator showing a bunch of different Roblox worlds. Now, once you reach the top, you would grab the golden egg and get the grand prize, which is now, of course, the golden wings of the Pathfinder, since the Dominus has already been found. Now, the first person to complete the event and themselves that Dominus Venari was a user by the name of Roku, R0CU. Or was he the first person to get it? So, there have been rumors that Roku was not actually the first legitimate person to reach the ending and get the Dominus Venari. Now, there have been rumors that he cheated his way to the end, which I am here to tell you that that is not true. So, supposedly, before Roku got the Dominus, other people were able to get it, but the ending was broken, which prevented them from getting the Dominus. Now, the ending part being broken is definitely very ridiculous, especially since they had over 1 month to make sure it actually worked properly. So sorry to those people who finished while the ending was broken, and hopefully if Roblox does something like this again in the future, the ending won't actually be broken for the first few people who actually, well, finish the event. Now, going back to Roku. So, as expected, the person to get the Dominus would become very popular in the community, with people possibly trying to hack the account that gets it, or even worse. And with Roku, the even worse part happened. Ever since Roku got the Dominus Venari, people have successfully found out his exact location of where he lives, his IP address, and are now trying to dox him. All over a prize in an online virtual game, which I find it's just not cool. Like, oh my goodness. Now, why people would do this, I really have no idea, but I do feel very bad for Roku and what this event has done to his life. So, to all of the people who have done these terrible things to him, if you do happen to be watching this video, you should feel very ashamed of yourselves. You did, again, all of this over a hat. This is a hat in an online virtual game. It's not like a real life prize or anything. It's like you're winning like $1 million. It is literally a hat in an online game. I mean, come on, guys, really? But with that comes a conclusion to this video. So like I said, this event was an event like no other on Roblox. It is definitely something very new. So I'd like to ask you guys something. What did you guys think of this event? Did you like it, and do you want to see something similar like this in the future? Or did you absolutely dread of it and never want to see something like this ever again? Let me know by voting in the poll at the top right corner of the screen now, or go ahead and let me know in the comments below. But that is going to include it for this video on the Bloxy News channel. If you guys have any news you'd like to report in my next news video, which should be coming up soon, feel free to follow my Twitter, which is @Bloxy_news, and give me a news to report there, or go ahead and join my Discord. Both links can be found in the description below, along with a few other useful links that you might like. But with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video and like to stay up to date with the latest Roblox news, drama, and more, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would definitely be greatly appreciated, as well as subscribing with the notifications on to never miss out on the latest news. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, Robloxians!